side, just an easy little tap. I'm gonna start with some easy shoulder rolls. Just waking everything up, getting ready to move. Now I'm gonna add a little elbow pull back. Getting into that range of motion in the shoulder, waking up those shoulder joints, getting that side body opening up. Now I'm gonna open up that arm, bigger back stroke. And let's really get that range of motion through the shoulder, up and back. Taking those full, strong inhales, full, strong exhales. Now I'm just gonna reverse that arm, pull it forward. We're gonna draw the belly button to the spine. I wanna think about that strong connection. Nice and open through those arms. And just take it to that elbow, pulling it forward, getting a little bit of rotation in my spine here. And I'm gonna take this to a little heel curl with this side to side. The arms, just an easy side to side, lifting that heel toward your bottom. Beginning to deepen that breath, big inhale, full exhale. Scoop that belly in tight, guys. Now I'm gonna bring the arms up and over and bring that knee up. Engaging your core, so I wanna think about my abdominals, my hip flexors here. Nice, big up and over. And I'm gonna hold it on one side, and I'm gonna take this little repeater knee. Balancing in this standing leg, and just really pulling this elbow toward the knee, lifting the knee to the elbow. Keep it strong. Here's 4, 3, 2, and I'm gonna take it under for this next one. Just this little side to side. I'm gonna take it to the other side, and arm comes up. We're gonna take this repeater knee. Finding this balance in your standing leg. Strong pull down, guys. Scooping the belly, pulling it in tight. Let's get 4, 3, 2, and I'm just gonna go back to side, no arms. Just taking that little side to side tap. Let's take it down a little deeper in the legs, a bob and weave. Getting a little deeper in those legs, bend those knees, sit your hips back just a bit. Now adding a bit of rotation, I'm gonna punch across, add a little bit of a pivot through that leg. Reach, reach. Really extending this arm out of the back of the shoulder, getting that reach, getting that rotation. Same idea that I'm gonna reach it overhead, stretching out of that side body. Think about that lengthening, big reach. Really strong here, guys. Navel to spine. Let's keep it 4. Here's 3, and 2, and bring it in, back to your easy side to side. All right, I'm just gonna turn this, pivoting, coming into my split lunge stance, shoulders are back. I'm gonna start with a really easy dip and lift, lowering the knee, and then coming back to the top. Now, this is totally up to you, how deep you wanna go. So it can be a small, or it can be really low. You decide. Keep it tall, string lifting out of the top of your head, guys. Navel to spine, here's 4, 3, 2. I'm gonna turn it back to the front, and we're gonna go right into this little squat. Sit your hips back, and try to keep your posture tall. I wanna think about projecting my heart forward, lengthening through my spine, lower and lift. Now as I come to the top, I want to think about a squeeze. So lower and squeeze to the top. Abs are in tight. Your back stays tall. Let's do 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. Last one. Come up and change your position. Just rotating to this other direction, split stance, and starting with that little lower and lift. Now, if you need to adjust, feel free. Don't feel like you're stuck in any position. We're gonna lower and lift. There's that string lifting out of the top of your head. So straight up and down, and go down and up. Abs are tight, guys. Let's get 4 more. Here's 3. Here's 2. Last one. One more set. Turn it back to the front. We're going to sink those hips and bring it up. Scoop the belly. Nice and tall. Lift it up. Belly button drawn in. 4. Here's 3. And 2. Last one. Let's hold it. So if I catch you on your way up, come back down and join us and take some little pulses. Those quads might be a little warm, a little fiery right now. Keep it strong, guys. Here's 4, 3, 2. Press it up. Shake those legs out a little bit. Giving those quads a little hello, good morning. All right. Let's go ahead and come to our mat, and I'm going to grab my weights. I have some 5-pounders today, but you're welcome to use 3s, 2s. If you don't have weights, you can mimic what we're doing. So we're going to go back into those 2 exercises that we were doing, but we're going to add some arms. So in the center, we'll do upright rows. In the split stance, we'll do biceps curls. All right, so starting off nice and tall, let's go ahead and start with our upright rows. I'm going to externally rotate from my hips. So I'm slightly turned out from the hips, the knees, the toes. I'm going to rest my hands, not rest. I'm just going to place my hands in the front, and I want to make sure that my wrist and forearm stays neutral. I'm going to go down and then just zip it up. Now this does not have to be super high. I'm going to bring this up. You can bring it up rib level, chest level. You decide. Just make sure we're keeping those wrists and forearms nice and neutral, guys. So down and up. Now this time I want you to add a little more of a squeeze back. So down, squeeze back. So even if you're here at the ribs, add that little scapular retraction. Down and up. Belly button in tight. And think about your posture. Think about your stance. If you're going so low that your knees are killing you, don't go down quite that far maybe. If you don't feel quite challenged enough, maybe you go down a little further. All right, guys, one more. And go ahead and release the weights. I'm going to rotate, changing my position into this split stance. My hands are easy by my side. I'm going to lead up with my thumbs. I'm going to start with the leg down and up. I'm going to find my positioning, and then down, hammer curl, down and up. So I'm curling my thumb toward my shoulders, and I've got my the crook of my thumb and forefinger up against that little nub of my weight. So I shouldn't have to grasp hardly at all. Just a really easy grip. I don't like to transfer my tension into my hands and forearms if I can help it. Keep it strong. 4, 3, here's 2, last one. Bring it back to the front. Shake it out a little bit if you need that. We're going to go back into our upright rows, shoulders back. Find that positioning of the legs. Hands are easy at the front. You're going to lower and pull back and squeeze. Really tall. There's that string out of the top of our head yet again. So lowering and lifting on that same vertical line. Pull back. Scoop in the belly. Easy hold on those weights. Now I'm focusing on that little space between my shoulder blades, my upper middle back, scapular retraction. Also getting some of these deltoids, medial delts, and upper trapezius. So a lot of muscles up and around the shoulders. Pull back. Let's get 4. Here's 3. Watch those wrists. 2. Last 1. Pull it up, release it down. Changing your position, split lunge stance to the other direction, finding the weights nice and tall. We're gonna lower and lift. So finding your positioning first, and then finding your balance. When you're ready, you're gonna add the hammer curl on the up. Curl, so down, curl. Controlling that weight each direction. Gravity will help you down. Try to make it smooth and controlled. And down and up. Let's get 4 more, guys. 4, 3, here's 2, last 1. Pull it in, bring it in, and shake it out. All right, so we're just gonna do one more quick little thing in this standing position. I'm gonna cross my weights, and I'm gonna come to a wide stance. Now you can kind of decide once we get here if you wanna be wider or if you're good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lean my weights toward one knee, this outer leg is straight, and center. So lean and center. Start small. See how those knees feel about it. Drive your hips back a little bit, and up, and down, and up, down, and up. Lower and lift, lower and lift. Trying to maintain that straight outer leg. Lower and lift. Nice and tall, guys. Lower and lift. So I'm just keeping my weights crossed for now. Now, if you'd like, you can add the weights out here. We're gonna go down, up, down, up. This may change how deep you're able to go. Down and up. Come back to those cross weights if you feel like it. And down and up. Still somewhat sitting my hips back. And down and up, down and up. I'm gonna go one more each side and up. Last time. Down and up. Go ahead and bring these weights in, and we're gonna set these down. Go ahead, give those a little break and come to the back edge of your mat. Let's take a couple of shoulder rolls here, standing tall, finding your feet about shoulder, hip distance apart. We're gonna stand tall for a couple breath cycles and breathe. Nice and tall. And on your next inhale, sweep the arms up, big reach overhead, a little arch back. I'm gonna press my hands open and bend the knees, set my hands to my knees, and come down into this little kind of half squat. I'm gonna lift and lower, lift and lower. Really trying to sink those hips back. Now, go ahead and float those hands down to meet the floor. Hands slide back up to your thighs and unfold. Another big inhale, overhead reach. Exhale, hands come back to your thighs or down to your shins. I'm trying to maintain this tall, lengthened spine. And I'm going to straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. Now, if you have the flexibility, you can either go fingertips or knuckles to the floor, maintaining that straight back. Bend and straighten. Now, go ahead and straighten and fold. Let yourself just melt forward into this stretch, pedaling through the legs if you'd like some of that, opening through our hamstrings. Now, pressing your belly a little closer to your thighs, you can continue to bend and straighten both legs if you'd like. I'm going to bend both knees, slide my hands up and unfold, rounding through the back, coming up to stand tall. All right, this time we're gonna open up across the shoulders and the chest. We're gonna take a big inhale, exhale, I'm gonna swan dive here. Lengthening through the spine, Hands float into the small of the back. I'm gonna increase my forward fold, interlace, and press those knuckles away. Feel free to lift and lower if you need. And I'm gonna straighten my legs, straighten my arms before I rest my hands in the small of my back. I'm gonna soften my knees, slide my hands to my thighs, and unfold one vertebra at a time. All right, so this time we're gonna walk this out. We're gonna stand tall. There's that wall behind your back. We're gonna inhale, exhale, peel, scoop the belly, working your way away from that wall, sliding the hands down to meet the floor. Soft knees, and we're gonna walk into your downward facing dog. Take your time, and once you're here, feel free to kind of move and find the space that's best for you. I'm going to extend the weight through my fingers, all the way into my fingertips, really engaging that whole hand. Pressing your heels toward the floor, pressing your chest toward your feet. I'm gonna double lift and lower, both heels up, both heels down. And while I'm here, I'm going to scoop my belly button to my spine. I wanna keep that strong connection. And go ahead and settle those heels into the floor, pressing a little deeper into that downward facing dog. I'm going to shift forward into a plank, and if you need to make any adjustments, feel free. I want to come into this long line. I want to think about that line coming out of the top of my head, and my ears, shoulders, hips, and heels should be somewhat in alignment. So if your hips are still a little bit high, maybe squeeze those glutes, try to lower them into place. I'm going to press between my plank and my down dog. We're going to just go between these a couple of times. I want to work into that thoracic area, warming up through the shoulders and my back, scoop my belly. I know, that's more than a couple. Bring it back to the front, hold it here. Nice and long. We're gonna lower to the floor really slow. If you need to come to your knees, that is an option. I'm gonna come down super slow and extend those legs. Move those a little bit. Hands remain below the shoulders. And we're just gonna start with a really easy lift. I wanna engage my muscles down my back, my erector spinae, shoulder blades down, lifting through the top of the head. I'm gonna lower with control. Now you can keep the arms here or move them forward and then come up and rest in your elbows. So this is a little easier option. Shoulder blades down your back. And I'm gonna lower with control. Now I'm gonna move my hands back. Now you can kind of work and find which of these positions you like better. I'm gonna press myself up a little taller. We're gonna inhale and exhale, engaging down the back, pressing a little taller. I wanna scoop my belly button toward my spine, keeping that connection, lengthening through the top of the head. Inhale, exhale down with control. Now we're gonna do it one more time. You can kind of change up the hand position if you'd like. So a little further forward is a little easier. A little further back, you're gonna go a little taller. We're gonna inhale, exhale, shoulder blades down. We're gonna lift and press into this tall back bend. Shoulder blades down, navel to spine. And I'm keeping my glutes active. I wanna think about this strong squeeze in my glutes, down the back of my legs. We're gonna inhale, and on the exhale, lower with control. And at the bottom, feet together, press back into your child's pose. Take your time. I'm gonna come up and give myself just a few little wrist rotations, flexion, extension, anything you might need for those wrist and forearms, just those little stretches and releases. Okay, so we are going to come back into, or we're gonna come out into a tabletop. We're gonna find this stacked position, so stacking your shoulders over your wrists, stacking your hips over your knees. We're gonna take some cat and cow. We're gonna inhale, looking out ahead, exhale, and round. I wanna really curl this one up. Inhale, and exhale. Scooping the belly, rounding the shoulders, tucking the chin, and inhale, turn your toes, exhale, press into your down dog. It's a big press back, heels reaching for the floor, chest pressing toward your feet. Extending the weight through the fingers. Now I'm gonna come into my plank. I'm gonna come into my down dog, and I'm gonna release my right hand for my left ankle. Coming forward, plank, and take it back. Left hand, right ankle. So let's move between that one just a few times. Plank, and press back. Make sure your hand is situated, and reach. A little rotation, plank, and back. Scoop the belly, and reach. Little twist, and plank, and back to that down dog. Big reach, and bring it in for your plank. Last one. Pressing back to down dog. Last reach. Back to center. Bringing this forward into plank. We're going to lower with control. We're going to do another set of back extensions. And this time we're going to work on lifting our hands. So I want to think about these muscles that run either side of our spinal column. And if your lift isn't super high, that is okay. I just want you to think about that contraction down, up and down the back with the shoulder blades, down the back with the shoulder blades, and keeping your glutes really strong and working. Ready? We're gonna start with the hands on the floor. We're gonna inhale, and on the exhale, I'm gonna press about as high as I think I can stay when I lift my hands. So I'm gonna engage my back, lift, and lower. We're gonna do that again. Inhale, exhale, pressing up, just giving yourself a little bit of help up, and then hold, lift, and lower. Do that again. Inhale, exhale up, scoop the belly, try to stay in that position, lift your hands, and lower. Let's get two more like that, guys. We're gonna inhale, exhale, lift, and lift the hands, holding your position. We're gonna lower with control. Make sure that we're breathing. I know it's really easy to hold our breath on these. This is your last one. We're gonna inhale, exhale, peel, and lift. Lift your hands. Try to hold this. Keep breathing, and lower. Let's press this back for child's pose. Take your time. Settle those hips over the heels. And we are going to kick around to our hips. And we're going to bring our weights in for just a little more of a Pilates focus with some weights. So come around to your hips. Sitting up nice and tall, guys. I'm going to separate my weights, so one on each side. We're going to sit up really tall, reaching out like you're holding a ball. We're going to inhale, exhale, half roll back. Scoop the belly, one leg up, other leg up, and hold. Shoulder blades are down your back. Engaging those quadriceps, alternately lift and lift and lift. Nice and long through those legs. 3. Here's 2. Scoop that belly. Last 1. We're going to take both feet up. Big squeeze. Inner thighs. Reach with the hands. Inhale. Exhale down. And stretch forward. Sitting up tall. Now you can do this without the weights, or you're going to add the weights. And we're going to add a little incline press in that alternating extension. So I'm going to start with my weights just right by my shoulders. I'm going to inhale, exhale, half roll back, My back is slightly rounded. One leg up, other leg up. And I'm going to take my arms out to more this football goal post. I'm going to extend right, press, then left, lower. Right, left, right. So you got to find your balance as well. And right, and left, and right, and left. One more each side, guys. Right and left. Both legs up, both arms up, and cross your ankles. Come on down. Sit your weights down for just a moment while you stretch. All right. We're going to add that rotation. You can take it one weight. You can take it two weights. I would cross them. Or you can go weight free for this one. So we're going to be adding this little chop across the body. Okay? Bringing this in. However you would like to be. One weight, two weights, no weights. All right, so I'm going to start with the weights near my chest. I'm going to inhale, exhale, half roll back, one leg up, other leg up. Now, I'm going to extend right, twist right, and left, and right, and left. Really strong through those legs. And left, and right, and left. Two more each side, and left. Last one, and bring it back to center. I'm going to press my weights or no weights. Cross your ankles, bring it in, and down. Sitting up tall, extending those legs out. I'm going to zip my thighs, and we're going to do our roll up. So I'm going to take my weights, hold them close, and come down with control. Now, once I'm here, I want to really think about, or not think about, I want to engage my lower half. So I want to keep this squeeze, keep these active legs. So almost think like you're kind of holding onto the mat with the back of your legs and your glutes. So really engaging here strong. I'm going to take my weights. Now, fives can be a little bit heavy for this. So if you're using your fives, I just want you to make sure that you're watching that rib cage, keeping it from popping. So keeping this rib to hip connection. So really try to knit these two together, ribs and hips. We're going to extend those arms up, and I'm just reaching nice and long. Now, I don't have a super strong grip, but of course I want to hold it so it doesn't fall on my head. We're going to take a couple of scapular protraction and retractions here. So press and lower. As I'm going through this, I'm going to think about squeezing my legs. I'm going to think about keeping my ribs connected to my hips. Belly button scoops to the floor. And go ahead and take one last little scapular retraction. And I'm going to float this back. If you need to bend your elbows, I'm actually going to lead with my thumbs on this. So from here, I'm going to extend, inhale, then exhale, lift, coming up, out, and over, reaching into a forward fold. Sit up tall and take it down. So keeping the weights right in the crook of your thumb and forefinger. I'm going to lean it back, a little bend in the elbows, scoop the belly. Inhale, reach, exhale, peel, up, out, and over, forward fold. Sit up tall and take it down. Think about that squeeze through the legs and glutes. Inhale, reach, exhale, peel, up, out, and over. Sitting up tall, taking it down, nice and slow. Arms float back. We inhale, reach. Exhale, peel. Forward fold. Sit up tall, take it down. Let's get two more of these roll-ups, guys. We're going to inhale, reach. Exhale, peel. Up, out, and over. Sit up tall, take it down. Arms float back, scoop that belly. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Reach. Sit up tall, take it down. And the arms are going to reach back. I'm just going to circle this around. Weights to your side, and give yourself a little walk onto your mat, adjusting as you need. Pulling your knees into your chest. Just take a quick little release. Let's do our ab series. You will need one weight for this little ab series. We're gonna bring ourselves into forward flexion. I'm gonna keep my right, I'm gonna extend my left. I'm gonna inhale and then switch exhale and inhale and exhale. Now hold it on this, take your weight, pass it under and then switch. So you may have to slow this down as you take that little pass and switch. Inhale right, exhale left. Inhale right, exhale left. Reach through the foot. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more each side. And go ahead and lower with control. Quick little release, a little neck rotation. We're gonna bring it back up. Now, I was going right under. This time, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna start with our left, and I'm gonna go left under, and right, and left, and right. Making that switch. Scoop the belly. Right, and left, and right. Last side, right, and left. Pull it in. Take a little break, a little neck rotation, foot flexion, extension if you need that. All right, for this next one, you do not need a weight. Double leg stretch, and we're gonna turn this into a little bit of a frog. All right, so we're gonna start off normal. We're gonna lift into forward flexion. We're gonna extend and circle. Arms float around. We're going to extend and circle. Legs reach, arms reach, and the arms circle. Now this time, reach it out. Hands come behind your head. I'm gonna turn my knees out, flex my feet, and extend. So the legs are gonna focus, they're gonna kind of follow the path that the arms were. And extend, circle, heels together, frog, and extend. Circle, heels together, frog, and extend. Now, let's reverse that. So extend, legs out, heels together, frog. Extend, legs out, heels together, frog. Extend, legs out, heels together, frog. Scoop that belly. Extend, legs out, heels together, frog. One more, guys. Extend, legs out, heels together, frog. Keep this little frog and just take it out and in and out and in. Scoop that belly and out and in. Two more, please. And in. Last one. Pull that frog in. Take your head down and take a little break. Yay. Breaks are always good. All right, from here, extend those legs, zip those thighs, stretching through those hamstrings. Bring yourself into forward flexion. Right leg comes in, left leg lowers. A little pulse, pulse, switch, pulse, pulse. Inhale right, exhale left. Inhale right, exhale left. Nice and long. Inhale right, exhale left. Now this time, hold it right. We're gonna circle this around really big. Now this time the left side is in. We're gonna do 3 of those little scissor switches. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Left leg is in front, circle around. Right leg, 3 little scissor switches. 3, 2, 1. Right leg's in front, circle. Now 3, 2, 1. Big circle, guys. Scoop that belly. 3, 2, 1. Circle it around. 3, 2, 1. Big circle. Last set. 3, 2, 1. Big circle. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Big circle, guys. Bring those knees in, head down. Take a break. Giving yourself just a little back massage, a little side to side. All right, we're going to stack the knees just above the hips. Hands come behind the head, and I want to really scoop my belly. Keep the strong connection. We're going to dip the toes and back to tabletop. Abs are engaged, and pull it up. You can stay with the bent knees if you'd like, or take it heels together, toes turned out. We are going to lower and lift, and lower and lift. Really strong. Zip those inner thighs. Lower and lift. 2 more. Lower and lift. Last one. And lift. Knees in. Head down. Take a break. All right, last in your abs series. This is your crisscross. Now, if you'd like, you can engage your weights. If not, you're gonna take one hand on top of the other, back of the hands against your forehead. Otherwise, I'm just gonna use one weight and I'm gonna hold the ends of the weight. I'm gonna keep my elbows nice and wide. I'm gonna lift into forward flexion. Cross left elbow toward your right knee and switch. Inhale right, exhale left. Inhale right, exhale left. Really strong. Right and left and right and left. Two more each side. Right and left. Last time right. Last time left. Both knees in. And I'm just going to hug the knees into the chest. Taking that weight away. Hands behind your knees. Pull yourself up. All right, guys, let's go ahead and come over to our hands and knees. Let's just take a moment here, back to cat and cow. I'm going to inhale, tucking the tailbone up, lifting through the top of the head. Exhale, round, tailbone under, chin tucks under. Inhale and exhale. Turn your toes and press into your downward facing dog. Pedaling through those heels. Now both heels down. I'm going to walk my hands toward my feet. Coming into this forward fold, let the head release, shake the head no. Soften your knees, slide your hands up and unfold, one vertebra at a time. Coming up to stand, really tall, shoulders back. I'm going to take some easy little shoulder rolls. Coming to stand with your feet about shoulder hip distance apart. I'm going to take a big inhale, arms up. I'm going to drop my right arm into tricep stretch, nice and tall through the top of the head. And inhale, open. Exhale, new arm, tricep stretch. Try not to lose your chin here. Really tall. And inhale, open. Exhale, bring those hands around to the front and press open through your back, across the shoulder blades. Scooping the belly and open up, palms up, thumbs back. Turn it all the way over, palms up, thumbs in, and press together. Now, I'm just gonna bring my hands down to my knees. You can walk your feet a little further apart, and I'm gonna twist my left shoulder toward my right knee, pressing that left knee away. Coming center and switch. Scoot that belly, getting that little twist, getting that press. And one more each side, please. Here's right, here's left, and back to center. Let's go ahead and take a couple of deep breaths. We're gonna inhale and exhale up. And one more time, take an inhale down. Exhale all the way up, big inhale at the top. We're gonna exhale everything. Thank you guys, that was our conditioning portion of class. Stick around for flexibility.